Hi, this is Laura, and this is a digital brochure, and it's more in a print format because the designer, David Carson, has specialized in print since the late 80s, early 90s, and I'm highlighting the three areas of David Carson's graphic design work and his contributions to the industry. So this is the cover. I highlighted his magazine that he was the art director for, Raygun, that he's the most known for, and when he really started taking off and became making a name for himself, and included some highlights here. His quote that he's known for: "If you have no intuitive sense of design, then call yourself an information architect and only use Helvetica." And so I put in creativity. There's some little nods to his surfing. He's called the godfather of grunge typography. And I wanted to make it interesting. So there's a little bit of a shape or an X here. And so I kind of did my own little spin here, being inspired by David Carson. So this is an original design. I was able to get this one image from stock photography. I paid for rights to use that, but otherwise I was able to create all these things myself. So this is the two-page spread. Like I said, this represents one of the areas of his graphic design work. This is specifically with branding and brands that he has worked with nationally and internationally. So we've got Pepsi, Ray-Ban, Nike, Audi, Microsoft, Budweiser, Giorgio Armani, Bose, NBC, MTV, American Airlines, Levi Strauss, Western Union, U2. These are just to name a few. There's quite a few more, but these are the ones that really stand out. And so I highlighted his designs over here on the left, which is kind of like more of, like you could see, a representative of cover. And then I pulled this information from an article and I cited the source down at the bottom. Quite interesting. He's won numerous awards, I believe more than 230 awards. So I don't know any graphic designer or any other type of profession where anybody has won so many awards, but it's quite impressive. So he's definitely made a name for himself. And the most recent one, which is probably the cherry on the top of the cake, is AIGA, the gold medal awarded in 2014. So here's another two-page spread. I kind of designed it sort of like a cover. I was inspired by his magazine covers that he did. And so I created this all myself. And I was able to get a more recent picture of him speaking. He does a lot of public speaking now, and he goes around the country and actually internationally, and he does exhibits of his work as well. And I was able to get this with stock photos, and I paid for the rights to use it. And everything else I created myself. And this is an interesting article. I cited this source, so this is a different article about his influence in the graphic design world. And it was quite a long article, so I was able to get the most important pieces that I thought was relevant. And again, this is where it cited the godfather of grunge typography. And it's quite fascinating. So his contribution is quite powerful. And he's an inspiration to so many of us. Then the last two-page spread, I wanted to make each one kind of separate because each one represents a different area, but it also represents a little bit different time. So this is where he started as a pro surfer, and at one point he was ranked ninth in the world for pro surfing. He was able to start getting some jobs at the local surf shops in Southern California and some opportunities, art directors of some surf magazines. And then he moved on and represented one company in particular. This is Sea Skins. And if you look down at the source, they have a whole article on the work that he did for the wetsuits with Sea Skins. He's also done the Star surfboards over here and quite a few other things related to surfing. So and magazine layouts as well. So this is a nod and his passion with surfing, and I designed this all myself. I was able to get his surfboard, but I added all these other elements to make it unique and kind of be inspired again by David Carson and create my own design. So I hope you like it. And so I pulled information from three main articles, and yeah, it's quite impressive. So again, I hope you like it. And that's my digital brochure. Thank you.